Hello and welcome everyone. I'm getting senile, and today we were supposed to play Baldur's Gate, but we are playing Aviassembly instead. And the reason for that change is because the creator of this game, well, originally when we played, this was just a super fresh early access, but now this is a couple weeks later. We actually already have some updates to this game, and we actually have some roadmap on Steamworks. So I finished this game myself. I finished this in my own time. I'll be honest that I'm glad that I did do this privately, not on not on stream, because I played like 12 hours of this in total, so I would need to sacrifice quite a big amount of my streaming time. But decided to jump in today because last Friday there was an update on Steam, and there was a roadmap published. Now, this is not that big of a game. Let me just load something here to just... yeah. So this is what I've done, among other things. Let's just go back to something more visible. Yeah, there are plenty of parts. I have pretty much everything open right now. And I've been doing various things there with the planes, including a Zeppelin option. Well, let me just load something else, because this is what I had originally when last I streamed. So this is still working, this is still flying. And the control scheme is still very, very bad, because I am still on a keyboard and mouse. It takes a huge amount of time to lift this into the air, and well, this is flying very, very inefficiently, honestly. But this is some starter playing here. Kind of surprised it survived. Obviously this is some sort of starter plane, not exactly starter plane, but well, sort of starter plane. I've since discovered all 3 islands that are currently in the game. This is a short game, like I said, I'm not specifically good at arcade flying. Don't get me wrong, this is arcade flying, nothing else. I'm not especially good at arcade flying, so this is fine. That's a short game. I have built some options, like this very, very fast plane to deliver some timed goods. This is jet engines, very light game. Flies very, very fast. So all the things that you've probably seen either on my stream or wherever online. I know people are streaming this game because this is less on this moment. There are some things that require time component. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oops. Well, that hasn't happened to me yet. So I apparently stopped way too fast for this plane. Not sure if you've seen the speed, that's like 500, whatever units this is. But basically this is very, very fast plane with a very harsh stop options. so I can actually deliver things on time. But what I wanted to say about the roadmap, there are options. Let me load something else, so I don't have to just watch this that closely, so I can talk in the meantime. That's my light cargo plane. Obviously, the full electric engines and full light power, sun powered. Yeah, this can fly indefinitely. It is going on electricity, and the electricity is recharging as fast as it's using it. So this is nice and cozy. Pretty much indestructible at these speeds. What I wanted to say here now that I don't have to think about flying things and not crashing that fast. The point is that the person that was making this decided to do some updates because people were not very satisfied with the options that they had. And well, as you see, I've been building things, and I can tell you somewhat about the options here. Obviously, the current flight controls are next to useless. I am using mouse and keyboard, and that's a very 0 and 1 inputs, because I don't have like the analog sticks to control this. So it's either up, either or down. The throttle goes a bit there, but otherwise, whatever I click, this is how long this whatever control surface will actually work. So this is just very hard to control. This is as fine a control as I can get it. I've synced 12 hours into this, so I'm fairly good in this already, so that's fine. But I would be more than happy to see, because there is weather on the roadmap, I would be more than happy to see the air to be solved via some fluid dynamics, very light probably fluid dynamics calculations, because this would give us way better control over the planes, because the control surfaces will actually be doing things. The wings will actually be doing things rather than being just calculated as this or other lift versus this or other drag versus this or other speed, etc, etc. That would be very nice, because currently, as far as I see, as far as I can tell from just using the planes, what the game is doing is just turning the planes left and right and adjusting the speed for the with some delays, for some inertia across the. Because if I stop right here, the plane will keep moving. So there is some inertia included in calculations. It's just this is also the same calculations as being done here on the ground. It's obviously being done on the in the air with drag, with speed being included in that. Hey Adria, I don't care for artwork just yet, thank you very much. Yeah, so this is obviously the same calculation that's being done in the air as this is being done here on the ground. So between well, this all of my inputs just putting planes in a specific configuration or in a specific place, in a specific heading for the on the map, in the game space. This is obviously, well, not doing much else. So I don't even know where I'm going. Yeah, but at least towards island. So that would be fine. That would having fluid dynamics, so the control surfaces of the lift is actually being calculated from fluid dynamics, and the control surfaces are calculated rather than just applied. That would be great. That would be way better handling. Yeah, because currently I can do things like this, which obviously should not be possible ever. Yeah, I have no cargo to load from here. I have no mission to do, I think. I think I did all the missions right now. Yeah, so I absolutely have no cargo to load, but you can see that this light cargo has like 310 space for cargo, so I could load some things. Yeah, Adria, I'm not interested in Outwalk currently. Thank you very much. You're wasting your time. Okay, coming back to this. Yeah, so having changed the handling and adding the weather pattern could be solved with those this could be solved by adding this fluid dynamics. What else here is in the roadmap? As far as I see, there's like more paths, which is great. Let's just reset this quickly. Yeah, so there are more parts. I've loaded with the Zeppelin version, which is something that flies actually, and does have lots and lots of cargo space. It's double the light cargo. So if I then rotate the engines a bit, we'll just be flying, because this is pretty much neutral buoyancy here with the balloons. Obviously I still need to watch where I'm going, and this was planned for the desert anyway. Yeah, so some more parts apparently are planned. Those are both electric engines and solar powered, obviously, with the entirety of lift being pretty much granted by the balloons. There's like 14 or 15 balloons per row here to gain this neutral buoyancy. So as far as I'm understanding, there are options to, even currently in game, there are some significant rocket propulsion. There is like some heavy duty options to transport things across the vast amounts of space. It's just there is no vast amounts of space here in this game just yet. This is all there is. There's 3 islands. In total, I don't know, that's like 20 kilometers as declared by the game. As far as I've seen, we can check that later if we want to. So there's just not much space. Another thing that is being advised here in the roadmap are some various modeling options. Let's land here. Some various modeling options like decals that will be added into the... Yeah, I need to keep the engines running actually, because otherwise my buoyancy is not as neutral as I would like. I would love to see, given that the balloons and hopefully perhaps zeppelins later down the line with the new parts would be added. I would love to see some weight control options, because even with real-life planes, they only take as much fuel as they need to travel to certain from one airport to the other, with some spare, obviously. They are not dumb, but they are not overweighting the planes. Same with the baggage or cargo of all sorts. They only take as much as they need, as much as it's reasonable. And we do control the cargo that we have in our plane, with some limitations. Obviously, you can't take half a battery or whatever. But there isn't an option to drop fuel. Currently, I do have lots and lots of fuel, because these parts do include fuel in it. But I have no way of dropping it. I do need to carry this fuel. There's no way of just sacrificing like all or part of the fuel for bigger cargo space. Now there are additional fuel. What's this called? There it is. External fuel tanks. There are external fuel tanks that you can add, but don't have to. So this is some sort of control of how much fuel do you have on board. But everything that's already included in this, because this is just a normal fuselage and biggest cockpit, apparently I do have some fuel in it. I can't drop it in any way whatsoever. I need to carry this. So here's some weird thing. This is flying like being kinda upwards, slanted, I would say. And this is changing the geometry right now. I don't really know why. I think there is some... Yeah, like front is way lighter than anything else. I think there is some physics logics applied to this, so that planes default to being well, head up, rather than even if there are some wing geometry might be weird, but the plane will just default to cockpit being towards the sky, which is kinda smart for well, common player, where they don't want to think about how to set up the wings properly. But it's kinda irritating when you do have some knowledge, when you have played some games with some actual physics. This is obviously some workaround above some. Yeah, and here you can see specifically the turning radius. This is just turning the thing around on the map, whatever I'm flying currently. This is currently Zeppelin, so there is no control surfaces that could change where I'm pointing. So this me clicking Q and E on the keyboard, which is the way to turn around the plane, normally. Currently it's just turning me around and applying force into, well, speed in this case, into a different direction with some bleed from the previous direction that I've been flying in. This is obviously some workaround to some problem that the creator was having. This is obviously not how it should look, well, anywhere, but this is heavily exaggerated here on the Zeppelin with no control surfaces, obviously. What's that here? Better snapping and movement tools, that's for the building. Duplicate function, yeah, so that duplicate function would be great if you are creating a plane and you've set up a wing for yourself with all the necessary fuel tanks, with all the necessary engines, with all the necessary, I don't know, whatever else you've attached to this wing, and you just want to not only move this, but have a second pair of those wings, because there is a mirror option in the creator. There is a mirror option, but there is no duplicate option. So this apparently will be added. That's nice. There's some game mechanics. Engines overheating. I honestly not sure how that would be realistically possible to add. Would that be increased throttle options, like 100% is safe for engines, so you can go 100%? Because currently at low levels, at this higher level, I can attack pretty much however many engines I want. I can do this, just fly like 25 miles per hour or kilometers per hour on pretty much any altitude I want, and carry pretty much any cargo I want. This does include the heaviest cargo in the game. I've made it big enough to include a single piece of heaviest cargo in game. So this is fine. Oh, right. I should probably... Yep. And we are somewhat standing. Yeah, so having the engine overheating, I don't know how that would be done. Because currently the throttle just gives me 100% of the strength of the engine. And on lighter levels, on the earlier levels, when you just start, 100% is literally all you need. So I'm not sure how this will be handled specifically. That would be interesting to see how this will be handled. Will there be like another 50% on top of the 100% that we currently have, so that this will be the engines have space to actually work enough to overheat? Or will that be like if you keep the engine on 100% for X amount of time, depending on the engine, obviously, will that overheat? Then maybe there will be some included in the new parts. Maybe there will be some I don't know, some new parts that will be some cooling for the engines. Or as far as I see here, there is also a wing icings. So might be that we'll have some heating or heating and cooling to be balanced out between engines and wings, depending on the height that you are flying. Because ice on the wings is an issue that currently the aircrafts need to handle. We have solved it, real life. We have solved this by heating and by having special covers on the wings. So this is fine. We have a solution for this. But how would you like to implement this in game? Given that game starts with very simple engines, very biplane level engines. how that would be handled in game. Because this is very having a biplane engine. That's very early in the aviation age. Also, early game, there is not much money. I've had a couple of situations where I used literally all of my money. I wouldn't have enough money to just get get additional part like engine cooling or wing heating. So that's something very interesting to solve for. I will look forward to this. There are apparently helicopters planned, or possibly planned. Maybe this will happen. Maybe this won't happen. Yeah, we'll be going to the desert, back to the desert again. So there are apparently helicopters planned, and some seaplanes, and some firefighting. Helicopters are somewhat easy, I would imagine. I bet I could make a helicopter of sorts right now. Yep, stop. If I get a new plane, get a cockpit, let's have something like that, maybe. Oops, come on. I don't know. Let's get another one of those. Let's get this tiny, and let's get this up, like around here, yeah. And if I get another one, great. Can I now just do something like this? Yeah, that makes sense. We'll put some some retractable wheels, I guess. What's the mirror? I mean, we don't have anything that would resemble sleds, so I can't do anything like that. Let's get a... I mean, electric engine must be what it is. Let's get one, and let's get this like this. This will be very weird helicopter, I guess. Let's get this though. That's a rotator here. What do you mean you can't go there? Sure you can. Stop being dumb. Please and thank you. Great. That's a rotator. Yeah, I think I need mirror for that. I don't know which way this is actually spinning. Because having this spin one way will do things, and having this spin the other way will not. Let's rotate this wrong way. Come on. Alright. And let's just move this slightly towards here. Okay, we have some rotation there. Yes, I can put this through this. This is probably weirdest helicopter you've ever seen. I could use something with a bigger And let's get some electricity on it. How many engines do I have? 2. So I need 10 of those. Just huge amount. I could have mirrored that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Because otherwise this will be just... Yep. So each of those is eating electricity 1. So I need a total of 2. Each of those is producing 0.2, so I need a total of 10 to create 2, so this should be all the electricity I need. Let's just get space. Let's check if this works. Obviously it won't. Yeah. Also, let's get this. Oh, bloody hell. You die. You. Nope. Wrong one. This one. Nope. This thing. Let's invert this. And let's get some tiny speed in this. Yeah, this is definitely too heavy. Let's try that again. Let's get something lighter. I mean, I have lighter things there, yes. Can this be even set to somewhat helicopter-like? We'll see. Well, this does have more... Yeah, then let's go with this, because this is way more powerful anyway. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, physics, stop being stupid. What do you mean you can't attach to this? I know you can attach to this. There is an attachment point right there, come on. There it is. I guess it was just too close to the edge. Okay. And let's get back to some electricity and mirror this. I said mirror this, please. Thank you. I still need 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good enough. Oh, yeah, some sort of wheels, I guess. What's the lightest retractable wheel? that should be fine, I guess. Yep, obviously. Let's just invert this, give it some slight speed, and let's see. Yeah, I don't care. All right. Oh, maybe apparently I can't make a helicopter out of that. So having some helicopter parts would probably be good. But obviously, as you see here, this does require some adjustments, because obviously helicopters are not like planes. They do use their back rotor to dictate how they will move, which would be the same thing that I would be doing with a Zeppelin if the game just didn't rotate this in the middle in the first place. Yeah, I don't think the control surfaces are in any way, in this case, reliable. I don't think we care about the control surfaces for the helicopter anyway. Sorry, not with this level of junk. Normally, yes, but not with this level of junk. Coming back to the roadmap, what else do I see here? Seaplanes. Now seaplanes should be fine. You just exchange the wheels for some floaters, and it's fine. Firefighting mechanics, firefighting game mode, and firefighting plane parts. So I guess we'll be going close to the water, getting some water into the plane, and then flying over some fires. That would be nice. Again, water dynamics, fluid dynamics, I guess that would be great to implement, because that would give us some water physics by default. What else do I have here? Localizations, yeah, that's fine. Creator, if you're listening to this for whatever reason, I can do some translations for you. Better tooltips, yes please, because this is very limited. I mean, it gives you some basics, but come on, I didn't know fuselage actually fits any cargo, any cockpit type before I started playing this, so that was kind of a surprise. Flight HUD reward, please and thank you, yes. That would be nice, because we have speed and altitude and nothing else here. Let me just get myself a waypoint here. This is the heaviest item that we ever have to carry through the game, in the game. So that's fine. What else do I have here? Winds and weather, again, easily solved with fluid dynamics on the air, alongside with better flight physics, better destruction physics. I have no idea what this currently is. I know this is very lenient. We have very limited distractions here. Okay, let's pull up a bit. We have very limited distractions. I can put my plane or whatever very, very hard on the ground. So having some tweaks to that would be great. Campaign improvements. Add difficulty settings and make travel quests optional. Sorry, timed quest optionals. that would be great. Because travel quests are hard, and you can't really finish an island without doing travel quests. So let's go back to base here, perhaps. If I load a courier plane, this was built specifically for timed quests. It has so much power. This has so much stopping force, because those are drop shoots. Those drop shoots do wonders. I'm not using them on any other plane because no other plane needs them. Because this is part of the issue, I guess. Between the bad steering here and very small 500, 600 kilometers and closing. Come on, let's stop. But it pretty much stops on a dime. I have like next to no speed within a kilometer space or so. On the other hand, I am moving backwards faster than some other planes. Because there's a back option if I keep clicking on control to stop. No, this can just reverse faster than some planes fly. So this was my carrier. It can fly wherever, as within seconds, and stop on a dime, including, as shown previously, accidentally. If I just force stop him from the maximum speed, it will just explode me there. We are like 700 kilometers, 800 kilometers, and I try to stop. So, yeah, destruction physics, damage physics, probably needs some improvements there. What else do I have here? Passenger missions. Yes, so we do have some Spring Hills and Maples are some sort of the I don't know, hamlets, towns, cities. I don't think we have any cities, honestly, here. But we could use some more towns or even cities, actually, because the end of the game is a nuclear power plant. I just don't know what this nuclear power plant even powers. We have like lumber camps, and we have wind turbines, and we have hospitals, but all for just 2 towns? Some workplaces? How are those people even going from one workplace to another? From a workplace to home? Repeatable missions would be great, because people are utilizing things across the board. People need to eat. People need to go to work. People need to go back to work and go buy groceries again. The wind turbines provide us with batteries. The batteries needs to be recharged eventually, so we could just carry batteries back and forth. With increased amounts of, because I have pretty much everything open right now. There's like, this is the highest end plane I could ever make, and I still have like 4,000 left. If I open my big cargo plane, this is one of the high-end planes I could ever make, and I have 5,000 left. If I open my Zeppelin, which is just for fun, I have 13,000 left. But having more parts, and even more parts required, like engines to be cooled, like wings to be de-iced or heated in some salts. That would be nice. By the way, this thing, air turbine, this is just creating some electricity, generate some electricity when you move. But here's the issue. This creates no electricity when you don't move. So unless you have enough electricity to start moving, you will never get more electricity. So I would love to make a Zeppelin with those like hanging everywhere. But again, this needs some wind to be included in game so that this can start randomly. So there might be places that have no wind. There might be places that have wind. So places that you have more electricity or you have less electricity available if you're using those air turbine generators. That would be nice. And again, this goes back to more parts and more better weather control. Because currently there is no wind, there is no weather. Everywhere looks exactly the same. I think what happens is that when we go higher up into the space, I think the calculation is being made on how high are we based on the altitude number, and this just allows us or not allows us to keep on flying because we have enough lift or don't have enough lift. So there is some top level each wings or wing setup, I don't know, each wings or wing setup can take us specific amount higher up or high enough. Lift is obviously generated based on speed and lift number of that the wings gives us. But if I turn off the engine, there is no air resistance, there is no residual lift. So when the speed falls to zero, the lift goes away entirely. There is no way of creating any sort of what's it called? Sorry, forgot the name here. Yeah, gliders. There is no way of making gliders. We do have glider wings. We do have a glider cockpit. We could make something that glides, but obviously there is no way of taking off. And I mean, I could attach some engines on some there's the decouplers on some decouplers. So I could attach some engines on some decouplers, but those engines will be destroyed eventually. I don't even know how they are handled here in the physics. There is no way of getting a multiplayer so that someone flies a plane and someone flies a glider, so that this glider can be started. Also, on top of everything else, back to the lift calculations. Lift is obviously calculated between the wing lift number, whatever this is, and the actual speed that you are traveling with. So that heavily depends on the engines, actually even amount of engines, not just engine types, but amount of engines that you can put on the wings or on the plane at all. In case of Zeppelin, apparently, what I'm doing here is this does have lift of sorts, because this is producing just static lift rather than dynamic lift like per the wing, and I'm just controlling everything else with the engines. And furthermore, apparently the cockpit has some different lift calculations for the purposes of having the I don't know, the cockpit always point up, at least in some parts of this of the flight, to ease the lift off, I would guess, while not having the cockpit on the others. And actually, I could just put in cockpit on the other end. What could possibly go wrong? How would that look like? Well, no. Apparently something somewhere's terribly wrong there. Still terribly wrong. Because this is still slanted. I'm touching nothing on my keyboard currently. Yeah, so this is still slanted. There is still some physics going there. Some calculations being made in front. Stop. There is still some calculation being made in front. I don't know, is that a primary cockpit or something? That makes this being way lighter than it should actually be. Again, coming back. Water physics, the fluid physics, this would be buoyant, everything else would not. And all the lifts, all the buoyancy would be handled by fluid physics calculations. Let's just start something else there. Let's get a courier and let's fly across the everywhere, actually. Let it go too fast because I won't be able to stop reliably. Yeah, this is an end game. Now I am out of any speed generation. But regardless of whether I'm falling or climbing, the speed is barely moving. So I guess there was a token attempt to get this the speed calculation corrected for, well, going down, but obviously this is not that significant in any way whatsoever. This plane obviously have way more wing capacity, way more lift capacity than it would ever need, because its inventory is not that big. On the other hand, even here I have more than enough to just finish the first island entirely. But again, this is back to redoing pretty much the engine of the game to have the flight sim and the water sim made on fluid dynamics, to have this everything to be properly handling everything as expected. Yeah, I can't hear myself think with those engines. So that's awesome. What else do I see here in the roadmap? Yes, bigger airports, obviously. More islands and missions. Yes, that would be great, because currently, with all my mistakes across the board, when, oh my god, I tried to do timed missions like myriad of times, until I found out the drop shoots pretty much stop you on the spot. Everything else was just hell. The landing strips are way too small, not to mention places like here. Mountains everywhere. I mean, here, that's a very nice airport here. A bit small still, because this airstrip is pretty much nothing. But let's, I don't know, refuel. Let's go to, yeah, I have a checkpoint on that. So this is like 26 kilometers, because this is all in kilometers. If I load a cargo here and take like let's say crabs, that's a timed cargo. I have 45 seconds to deliver this to someone that needs this, whoever that might be. So let's take some crabs. And let's start flying. Well, that could have been better, but that was my fault. Do we still have a checkpoint? No, we don't. We've lost it. Let's try that again. Let's take crabs. Let's try to deliver this. Let me just concentrate a bit, because this is... I'll be flying a bit lower here. Yeah, and 45 seconds later we are at the very farthest place of the map with this setup. And it's not even the dumbest setup I could make, because I still have like 4,000 to play with. Adding more of those, it's still available. And this is still not the last page, obviously. If I quit the game, where I am here, and play in Sandbox, we can just keep adding. Mirror. I mean, and we do have infinite fuel set up. Oh my god, there is wind stress suddenly. Yeah, so essentially my point is that this is the first time I've seen this. This is the first time I've seen an issue with wind stress. And we've reached, I don't even know how much. 1,200 before a wind stress shows up. I just wonder how far can we go before this explodes. Almost 1,500. Almost 1,500 before the, well, wings got sheared. But obviously this is a sandbox. Let's just remove some from here. I don't need this because I have infinite fuel. Or at least I should have, I guess. I just wonder, can I just keep adding? Obviously, this is very dumb. Okay, but we're still flying. 2,000. Well, 2,25 and we're still going up. Is there a limit to escapes? That's the question. Yeah, if you exceed 10,000, apparently the altitude is just keep going, keep climbing. That's like false time of takeoff. Fifth time. Yeah, this is loud, obviously, and those wings are, well, not even closely enough to be usable. Let's try those. No, what are those? Yeah, I think those are delta wings. Yeah. Those should be the same that I'm using here. Let's just add some of this. Add some of this. Let's add some more here, because why the heck not? I mean, obviously game doesn't care. Yeah, so the options are there, and yes, that was about the I don't recall what I was doing. Improved flight physics, maybe. Yes, absolutely. Because this is freaking dumb. This should never ever have a chance to work. This is obviously about the engines overheating as well. Yes, that would be great. Let's just go back to the original game, I guess. Yeah, so we are back here. And we can keep on flying. Yeah, so I'm more than happy to that the creator of the game is seeing a potential in this game, honestly. Because I think this game is kind of fun. With better physics and better controls. That might be a great game even. And well, honestly, this can go two ways, in my opinion. Because the creator wants to get a better story, more islands, and this is fine. Yes, absolutely. That's one way of doing this. If this is a very creative way of doing this, and I'm all for it, because I rather like creative things that are, well, creative on its own or on its own merit, rather than me finding fun in the game, because I will find my fun in the game anyway. But if creator has just lots and lots of Legos to share with me, that's not exactly the perfect game for me. I mean, I've played Kerbal Space Program, and the story is very simple, but the physics is also very good. I've played Dwarf Fortress, where physics is non-existent, story is non-existent, but lots and lots of Legos are being made to fit very, very specific ways. Dwarf Fortress is a story generator, which means it has pretty much infinite stories, which is also great. I'm currently playing Factorio, which is pretty much just Legos as well. The story doesn't really exist. Physics doesn't really exist. But I'm having fun because this is Factorio is a logic puzzle game, really. You have such or other options to choose from, and you select how to solve specific issues within specific limits. I don't think this game will be solving specific issues with specific limits, so I don't think the Lego option is the best solution here. I don't think this will interlock between various parts, so this won't be a story generator. There's just not enough, I don't know, points of data to generate a story out of this. So honestly, having a good story for this game, I think that would be make or break the game. Because a lot of parts and good quality physics and good quality creation for the planes and everything else, yes, absolutely. Those will be hallmarks of a good game. But I think the story will be the driving factor here. That's how I see this game progressing. Again, I'm not the creator. I mean, nice to speak with people that are creative and are making something like this. But it's not my decision. I'm just talking about things that I would love to see in the game currently. If creator will ever see that, that's fine. That's great. If they will integrate, I mean, some of these things that I'm talking about right here, those are already in the roadmap. So that's great. Some of the things I've talked before in the first stream of this, that's already in the roadmap. So people have been advising on this in some bigger way, obviously. There were a few patches already created, pushed, and so work is being done. So that's also great. Here's, I think, one thing that I would like to highlight. Over time, the pieces go out of sync with each other. Not sure if you noticed, at the very beginning, all of those engines were actually at the edge of the fuselage. They are not anymore. They are definitely moving around in flight, migrating on its own. So that's something that I would love to the creator to fix, I guess, because this is looking at least weird. Because this engine is no longer attached, and neither is this. But the other engines are coming inside, apparently. Okay, let me land here. Yeah, because those engines, I can tell you for a fact, will not get any better until I actually reload the, well, plane, quote-unquote Zeppelin in this case. This is just getting worse and worse as I'm flying. So, having that fix, yeah, thank you, nice blimp. Having those engine fixed, yeah, this thing fixed, and this thing fixed, would be great. Just remind myself where this seems to go. Yes, to waste storage. Like right there. Yeah, and we can pretty much drive there. But this is not a game about driving. Let's just fly there. Or maybe just fly better. Yeah, so this is another thing that I would like to touch about this. Weight control. Because I've been flying this for some time. Obviously the engines are migrating. And I've been having issue with having the altitude fairly low, because this just goes up. It's floating. I have no way of taking some sort of weight to have this neutrally buoyant, to drop eventually when I take cargo. There's just no way of doing this. And I'm still holding fuel. Yeah, you wanted to make one, but didn't want to make that many times. Click that many times. Well, sorry to tell you that, but well, there is no easy way of making such thing just yet. And also, this is not looking very good if you, well, looks like a hot dog, obviously. And also, engines are migrating. And I don't know why. Something somewhere is terribly wrong, obviously. And I sure hope this gets fixed. But the creator is saying that they are making Steam Workshop page for this, to share planes. So hopefully this will happen eventually. So you'll be able to just get yourself a plane or a Zeppelin with migrating engines. Have fun. And I'm like 99% sure the issue with engines being, well, disconnected from the body is some rounding error somewhere in the building menu, or in the flight menu, or in the translation between those two. I don't know. Yes, I'm carrying toxic waste. Actually, nuclear waste, not even toxic. This is toxic and corrosive, but also nuclear. In a Zeppelin that is, well, getting mutated as we go. I'll show you in a moment what I used for the fast time trips. I do have a courier created, because this is my fun project. I just wanted to see if I can make a Zeppelin. Obviously, things are not working as intended, but it does allow for pretty much unlimited cargo. I can quite easily just double everything up, get all the balloons again, because it's almost neutrally buoyant, so I don't care what I load inside, as long as you don't fly too far. So let me just land there, just 4 more kilometers, please, and I'll show you my courier ship. My courier, courier plane, because I did most of the game with plane, obviously. So the planes have one very specific part that you need to attach to them to have a good chance of actually delivering the goods, timed goods. Yeah, no repeatable quests. Yes, I understand the issue, but also I have literally everything open. And the toughest plane, the fastest plane I can make, the most complicated plane I can make, I still have like 4,000 or 5,000 left. I literally don't need money. I have everything open and I have a scrap to spare. So, sure, I would love to see some repeatable quests, like getting transports of passengers from work and to work, getting medicine regularly applied to some ordinarily, I don't know, some ordinary situations, getting food delivered on the regular because people are eating food. So yeah, I would love to have some repeatable quests. It's just I don't have anything to do with the money anyway. I mean, if we could get this to the level that, I don't know, because there are more islands planned. If we could get this to the level that you create some planes that are, I don't know, AI controlled, or you fly a route once and save this as a blueprint for flight pattern, so that AI control plane, well, it's not the AI controlled, it's literally just repeating your route exactly one-to-one on the daily or however often, just to have this flying around to deliver the standard things, the regular things, like people to work, people from work, back to towns, medicine to everywhere, some sort of specific delivery items, the things that all of those things that here work, all of the workplaces here utilize as components for the work. Yeah, so I can't deliver this obviously because I've done this. We can clear inventory. Let's go to base to deliver. Yeah. If I edit plane, obviously all the engines are still migrated to wherever they've left at the time. So I would need to load the Zeppelin. And it also all goes back to normal. Let me just load the Courier again. This is my fastest plane. And obviously the drop chutes are the secret sauce there. Because this can fly. We've tested this earlier today. 26 kilometers within 45 seconds. The main issue this plane has is it's stopping too rapidly. And it can fly backwards. Let me show you the stopping issue. Yeah, we are at 700 kilometers. 800 kilometers. Let me just stop now. Yeah, those were just drop chutes deploying. Obviously, the explosions, all the damage in such cases is calculated based on the, well, change in velocity, I would guess. And between the speed that this can achieve and the drop chutes being so... Yeah, the air brakes just killed me, because I do have drop chutes here at the back of the plane. I can't show this here from this end. Let me just reload this. I have just drop chutes attached to the end of my plane. And those are like, I think 5 of them or so. 2, 4, 5, 7. 9 actually. 9 drop chutes, which you can find in here. Air brake parachutes. And flying like 700 kilometers per hour and deploying 9 drop chutes does kills you. Because apparently the game calculates too big of a change of velocity and the plane explodes. So that's obviously an issue. And yeah, I'm no longer using any tail wings here. Those are delta wings from the fighter jets. Those are the second most powerful engines obviously. Jet engines with a thrust of 65 and fuel consumption of 10, which is huge amounts. There is something greater, obviously. There's a rocket engine, but honestly, I have not found any reason to attach a rocket engine to what's essentially a plane. Much less money. Most commonly, I just use this light cargo plane with lots and lots of electric engines and electricity generation. Because this has a cargo of 310 anyway. This can carry everything but the last cargo. And has literally infinite range because this is flying on the electric engines, and I have enough electricity generation to just never run out of electricity. How fast the carrier go? I've seen maximum of 800 kilometers. And then I run out of map. So it's not accelerating fast enough to achieve anything more. But if you go to the sandbox mode and just keep attaching the engines, we've seen like 3,500 kilometers. How many panels per engine? That's actually very easy calculation. Each engine eats 1 electricity. I have 6 engines. Each panel creates 0.2 electricity. So you need 5 panels per engine. So I have a total of 30 panels here. Which is obviously way better than having normal fuel, because this is infinite range, obviously, and I can only take so much fuel on board to power jet engines. Honestly, I'll be honest. With the carrier, this is the fastest plane I have. Most fuel hungry plane. I do have 4 additional fuel tanks. Not the biggest one, but the most aerodynamic ones, with a fuel of 3. So this is most efficient one, I think, because this gives me 3 fuel per 1 weight. This gives me 2 fuel per 1 weight, 4 fuel per 2, which is fine if you wish to keep the weight down. But I have so much lift on this bad boys that I don't care about weight. But this is still limited resource, because I have like 17 fuel currently on me, 12 in those external tanks, and whatever else is in the wings. Yeah, I guess 5 is in the wings. But although this is not unlimited fuel, I also don't burn it as fast, because this plane is fast enough to reach pretty much everything before the fuel runs out. So this is still very efficient. And it can stop on a dime if you not explode because of too fast of a slowdown. Yeah, obviously this plane does not have enough cargo space to get a radioactive waste in it. It's literally like 4 times too small. But I can fly pretty much anywhere. What's that? 25 kilometers. Had about 800 before I started slowing down. And I need to slow down because if I stop on a dime, it will just kill me. So 25 kilometers and we are like 3/4 down the fuel tanks. So that's more than enough to just reach anywhere. I also do have some heavy cargo plane, which is fairly similar with just more efficient engines and more space, so that I can carry the radioactive waste from the literally last mission of the game. And I've created this Zeppelin for fun with also 600 space. For the radioactive waste, and it does have effectively infinite fuel because I have enough solar panels. You've joined after me bitching about this. Air turbines, they do nothing because you need to just keep moving for the air turbines to do anything. So if you have enough power to start, you might get power from this. This is very bad design, in my opinion. I mean, that's very reasonable design, but it's not fitting with the game mechanics that are in place, actually, because I need to have enough space, enough power to start the engines, to start moving, to start generating power. There is no way of having this, so this will extend my journey, obviously, if I'm using electric engines. But this will not let me start the journey. While if I keep using the solar panels, again, 5 solar panels per engine, a total, in this case, of 20 solar panels, because I have 4 engines, and I have infinite power. And I don't care about anything else. I mean, I don't know what the creator is planning for this. Will that be amended in any way whatsoever? I mean, I don't expect electric engines to just go away ever, because this is pretty much Predator. This can just fly infinitely and just get any cargo from anywhere to anywhere. But well, maybe not very fast, but very reliably. And compared to jet engines, this is very quiet. Just some wind shears. So I like this plane. And if this would be better controllable, that would have better control physics, that would probably be one of my favorite way of traveling here. Yep, and we can load pretty much any cargo. Yep, okay. And even when heavy, this is starting nicely. So I mean, the engines are working 100% anyway, so I don't really have any way of making this even more efficient. I mean, I could still add more engines, add more solar, so this have even more carry capacity. Essentially will eventually reach the level of like some of these Albatros UAVs, but yeah, I can carry pretty much anything, pretty much anywhere with one of those builds. I just need a bit more. As you saw here, I landed on the grass. I do need a bit more of the runway. Yeah, he does claim in the roadmap that there will be some weather. I have not seen anything about daylight or night time in here. Volumetric clouds, foliage rendering, better water shade. Oh yeah, day-night cycles, bird flocks, ships on oceans, great, animals, roads. First person flying, yep. Apparently I missed that. Yeah, so day-night cycle, great. That means that this plane will no longer be all and all cargo plane, or general idea for the build to be all and all cargo plane. But yeah, with some tweaks. I mean, if we're gonna have to handle some sort of engine overheating and wing icing and wind gusts, maybe some fog. Oh my god, fog would be great. Yeah, that's a great idea for the game. That's my second stream of this. I don't think I will be streaming it much more until some major patches happen. But yeah, I'm looking forward for this game to be extended into the future, into some better, more richer content. Because this is pretty bare bones. This is pretty alpha stage. This is very early access, in my opinion. And yeah, I would love to see Zeppelins. I mean, helicopters, that's an interesting thing. Firefighters, yes, because that's in the plans. I honestly don't think the seaplanes would be very useful until such time as we get some things on the sea. So maybe ships that need help, some rescue. I saw the rescue is in the cards apparently on the roadmap, so that would be great. But yeah, I think before we add any firefighting, we could use better foliage so that there is something to burn. Before we get seaplanes, I guess we could use some sea objects of some sort. Having autonomous flying for some regular works, that would be great. Having to pay for the fuel not only for parts but also for the fuel, for the or some maintenance for the airships that you're using. Airships of all sorts, I'm saying here, not just airplanes, because, well, zeppelins, helicopters, who knows what else. So airships of all sorts, that would be great, because this would force you to better manipulate, and also will be some sort of drain for your money for the repeatable missions, which would be great also. And I don't even have to refuel. Yeah, so some drain for the money for the infinite repeatable jobs in the way of plane maintenance or the fuel costs. That would be great, especially if you can just keep on generating cash by the autonomous flying. If you sacrifice X money to get a plane that will autonomously fly from X to Y on the flight path that you've created yourself, because you had to fly this, and just keep this flight path, keep this time, and use this as a base of the calculations for how much money the plane will be making. That would both also give you money generation on the infinite jobs of some sorts. That would give you money drain, because the some sort of refueling, some sort of maintenance, that would give you money drain for those jobs, and you will gain like net, I don't know, $50 or 50 coin of whatever this is this game is using as per trip, in example. That would be NID, I would guess. There is also a way of then, I don't know, like having collisions between planes. If you are standing, you with your own plane are standing on the specific runway, because you're doing some non-repeatable quests. Yeah, I should probably use my wheels here. If you're standing on some runways because of you're doing some unrepeatable quest, and then an autonomous plane, dumb plane with autonomous quests just try to land there, you might just get exploded. That's also a thing that people should be needing to think about. That is also something that could be probably added somewhere down the line. If we wish to make weather, or if we wish to make night and day, those runways need to be improved. I mean critically, because it's fine when you have day landing, but this is absurdly bad place to put a landing place. I mean, who with the right minds would land in such a place with a heavy cargo plane, much less. And there, let's add night, let's add fog or rain or something like that. This will be plain deadly, pun intended. So this is a thing. I could use some taxiways, because right now I'm just driving on the ground. But we need some lights. We need this runway to be bigger. We need this runway to be probably better situated. We need some lighting to be happening to advise where should we land in bad weather conditions specifically, because right now it's day and only good weather conditions, and it's great because I just see what's happening. But during night, in fog, in rain, in whatever bad conditions, this will be deadly, and without lights, I mean, how the heck would I supposed to start my plane here or land here? This is between one and the other height. Yeah, or some other weather. Absolutely, some wind shears or else. Absolutely. So yeah, some lighting for this would be great. Having multiple runways for the such big items like, I mean, this is some station, some experiment station. But if we go and get this to this fishing station, I mean, by simple logic, they should be able to deliver the items that they are providing. If they are using this by air, by definition, that's the basic premise of this game, so that everything is delivered by air. So if they're using the delivery by air, they should have more than one runway. They should have some taxiways. They should have places for cargo to be stored, loaded, unloaded, and in the meantime, some other plane can come and go. I mean, imagine if we could put multiple planes in the air. What's stopping us from creating a different plane company, different cargo company, for whatever reason? That, I don't know, would be specifically for food, or specifically for heavy items, or specifically for people. Some specializations would be great in this game, because currently there's just one. Currently there's just one fuselage. There's no option. I mean, I can do things with it, yes, to change its shape, but it's only shape, nothing else. I can't add refrigeration. I can't add insulation. I can't add, I don't know, plenty of things that could be usable in various situations. This, for all I know, I mean, apart from being obviously just a model in a computer game, for all I know, within game, this is just sheet metal with no insulation, no life support, no, probably not even hermetically sealed in the first place. Because pretty much nothing I'm carrying, I mean, yeah, nothing I'm carrying is temperature controlled. I mean, we are carrying some ice from ice plant to other places, but everything else, I don't know, maybe some foodstuffs, maybe some medicine. That could use some refrigeration, I would guess. If we have some people carrying quests, people transports, then I guess we could use some both hermetically sealed fuselage, some heating, some I don't know, air purification, some waste disposal, waste management, some food that needs to be carried on the plane, food and water or whatever else, to just provide to the people. Those are options. Maybe some crew would be something that we would be using here. That would also be great. I mean, this is just arcade flying. This does not need to be next flight simulator, or I don't know, passenger flight simulator or whatever. This can be as simplified as needs be, but adding some necessities, some fuselage options. I mean, new parts are to be added anyway. So having some fuselage options like refrigerated, so that we can carry this perishable goods of some sorts, or I don't know, heating if we need to carry, like, I don't know, sick animals, if that would be an option, or specific rather than just generic fuselage. Just get a specific option for people playing, so that there's windows on the side and it's heavier because it needs to carry food, water, manage wastes, heating, cooling, oxygen purification, whatever else, and some crew, obviously, because this would be heavy. But then again, you're carrying people, not just, well, cargo. Because everything that we are carrying currently is cargo and nothing else. So that's also an option. I don't know. I'm not a creator. Those are my thoughts on this game. I like the bare bones of it. I would like to see more. Yeah, the flight system is very bad. I should have not survived that at all. Yeah, so I would love to have this game improved. I would love to see this game expanded. But I'm pretty much done with this game for now. So if new content is available, we might come back to this. If there's a bigger patch, we might come back to this. And if there's a demand for this, we might come back to this. In the meantime, I think we'll be finishing that right here, or about here. And thank you for joining me. The music you've been hearing in the background, this is not the in-game music. This is Kevin MacLeod, and I'll be from Incompetech, and I'll be just adding information about his music in the YouTube description, because this will be all available on YouTube later, probably tomorrow. If you have any questions for me, now would be the time. Otherwise, on Thursday, I'm planning Baldur's Gate. This time, I mean, I was supposed to play Baldur's Gate today, but changed my mind because I checked the information about the roadmap, so I wanted to talk about this a bit. But on Thursday, we're playing Baldur's Gate. On Saturday, we're playing Factorio again. And Aviassembly will be coming back if there's an update, if there's a major update to this. Great. And I exploded at the very end. Thank you very much then for joining me, and have a nice day. Bye bye.